Okay guys, welcome back. In this session we are going to see about exception handling. First we are going to know about the exception handling. What is exception handling? Means that our program is going to throw some exceptions. These we are saying to the compiler to avoid that exception handling and perform the operations which we are required. It means that some of the errors or anything, if the exception is caught, so that we goes to the exception handling concept. Majorly in this exception handling concept there are three keywords. They are try, throw, catch. Means that try is a block which we need to implement the code that which it throws an exceptions, and if there is any exception caught, the try block will throw an exception, and this is caught by the throw, and this throw which is exception passed by the try block is passed to exception another keyword, that is catch, so that it performs the necessary operations by avoiding any exceptions in our program. So that in order to give a clarity, I am going to show an exception program. I am going to do a just simple program so that you can understand in a better manner. Okay, now I am going to declare the main function, and in this first data type int, the variables I am going to specify is 3, and I am going to take a float value. I will tell you in detail why I am going to declare this float value later, and now I am going to read these values. Okay, first value A, second value B, and third value is C. This D is declared that we need to bring the output of A, B, C to D. Means the value of A, B, C, D operation which is going to perform is assigned to D. So that now I am told you before that to write exceptions there is a try block. Now I am going to declare a try block, and in this I am going to use an if statement and write my operation, that is A minus B, which if it is not equal to 0, then I am saying that to perform this operation, that is C by A minus B. But now this value must be printed by us, so that in order to print this value I will use the variable D. As I declared above, it is of type float. Means that if there are any float values that need not to be taken out, so that to print, in order to print the point values also I am going to take float. Result, why I am declaring here as not declaring, I am just writing, because to show you a detailed way what is the result of this program. Now our if statement is completed. If this is not done, I am writing an else block. Before I have said you that try blocks throws any exception, it is going to be identified and sent to keyword throw. Then the exception here thrown A minus B. Okay, Now I told you before that this throw will send the thrown exception to catch. We need to write this catch keyword outside the try block, not inside the try block. I did not initialize any I value above, so that I am directly initializing here as int I. The initialization can be done in this manner also, the necessary place where we are going to initialize. So if the else block is not executed, it throws an exception and the catch block catches it. Now we need to know, so that we are writing an cout statement is means that we know that the program is showing an exception. Now I am going to print that I value, so that you can understand what is going to be printed. Okay. Now I am going to save this program and check. My program name is exception handling. I am giving a shortcut name. I am going to compile and check the compilation time and the space occupied, so that I can get a clear clarity about this. So see, my compiler is showing that it takes 1.85 approximately MIB and 3.88 seconds to compile, and I will check this program's output. So it is asking for values. I need to enter 3 values. I am entering 1, 2, 3, and the result is -3. It does not thrown any exception, so that we are not going to print any exception here. And see here, as it is there that process extended after 7.72 seconds, means that my program is going to take 7.22 seconds for running to show you the output, and the compilation time is 3.88 seconds. So in order to close this, it is asking to give any key, so that if you press any key, it's going to close. By this I am going to close this section. Thank you.